Mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's Rocksteady, at King of the Pit TV signing in. Exodus, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine is the title of this. It's devoted to Lanzare. Recommended this via the Patreon. Mic check, mic check. Hopefully you can hear me fine. Bing, bing, bing. You definitely can do. I'm a little bit buzzed. I might get a couple more cans in, to be honest with you. I've got work tomorrow and I cannot be arsed, people. I got to work on the weekend for, you know, purposes outside of my own. And it's just flipping boring, innit? You know what I mean? You want to enjoy yourself. You don't want to just be on your grind constantly for the sake of it. So, well, for the sake of another purpose, somebody else's purpose, should I say. So, yeah, let's just jump in. I'm a little bit tired because it is the end of the week. But with that being said, let's listen to some flipping thrash. This first track is entitled Raise. Let's go. Some long tracks on this record, 10 tunes. Let's go. I'm chilling. I'm going to be chilling out for this record. I'm going to be chilling out. Let's go. What is a Roman candle? Like, a Roman candle is something I'm not unfamiliar with. I've heard the term being used before, but is it some degree a torture device or something? A Roman candle? Or is it quite literally a candle the Romans used and it's just like metaphorically used from time to time? Ruben says, in my opinion, the most brutal song of their most underrated album. Rob Dukes. Let's go. Let's go. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Na-na-na-now. So from what I've heard from the production value, the sound engineering as of so far, it's got a good sound to it, but it's not a drummer's record. I reckon the producer must be guitarist, because the drum could be... The drums aren't like as emphasised and as accented as could be. I clocked onto that straight from the start, when there should have been an added oomph and added emphasis when the drums came in as a whole, you know. Put some respect on Gary Holt, Rob Dukes, who have been given the credits for this 2005 Nuclear Blast. That was good, and them riffs were quite unique. As far as thrash metal's concerned, those riffs were quite unique in my opinion. Quite slow paced, sludgier. I don't know if a lot of it was down to the guitar tone we were hearing, or whether the riffs were just like a bit. They just were a bit stodgier than your traditional thrash riffs, and I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that. We got Deamphetamine coming up next. Let's keep things going. Let's see if we sort of stick to the theme here. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Shovel-Headed Kill Machine is the record. We're listening to Exodus, and this is Deamphetamine. Alright, track 2 of 10. Let's go. Where we at? Shout out to Lance who recommended this on the Patreon. One love. Long track this one. You know what? Someone says the distortion on that bass is beautiful. I can't really hear too much distortion, but it had me think of something. It made me think, you don't really hear... Do you know like when a guitarist steps on his pedal? Boom, boom. You don't hear like pedal switches being utilised much at all when it comes to the bass guitar. So it says, I'm going to say it, the Rob Jukes releases are the heaviest material of all the Exodus catalogue. Let's go. Let's go. Dig it up. Dig it up, dig it up, dig it up. Dig it up, dig it up, dig it up. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba. You know what? There's a surprising amount of commentary down in the comment section about the album cover. People like the album cover of the record. And you know what? It is pretty good. It's eye-catching, huh? Arguably, I think the title of the record's a bit... I don't know. It doesn't hold much weight to me. But the album artwork's pretty cool. Come on. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. What tuning are they in on this record? D standard? That could have also been Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. Same syllables. But again, that's track number 10. Come on. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Some bridge, eh? Awesome. Awesome. Had a little bit of reverb there from the tom as it just sort of boomed its way out. Yeah, that was good. This is a heavy record. This is a heavy record in production and in the sound of the guitar, man. Sound of the guitar, the tone and the tuning is pretty brutal, man. Karma's Messenger is track number 3. Let's keep going. Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Track 3 of 10 on Shovel-Headed Kill Machine is entitled Karma's Messenger. Let's go. Goes out to Lance, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's go. Cool riff that. About it. Let's go. Good harmony there. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Better. Come on. Good tune, some great riffs there. I like this band's use of. This band is good at mid-tempo riffing, really good at mid-tempo riffing, But there's an element of groove here that you don't really get too often in incorporation with that mid-tempo. I know the mid-tempo is always the best space for a bit of groove, but I mean, honestly, it is the place to go for groove in your mid-tempo space, but these dudes are doing it while still adding an air of tempo and an air of toe tapping, bit of momentum, a bit of, you know, an element of speed to it, you know. We got Shudder to Think coming up, track 4. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Shovel-Headed Kill Machine, track number 4 of 10, devoted to Lans on the Patreon. Shudder to Think is the title of this one. Let's just jump in. Come on. Let's go. Little side to side. Let's go. Bap, 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 bap. One, two, three, four. Bap, 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 bap. Bap, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, da, da. Better, better, better.
No longer needed and you don't have any uses. Washed up, what more can I say? You better start filling out your resume. Why don't you take some responsibility? You're pointing fingers and blaming everybody. Shut up and think if I lived like you, they would be shaken too if they only knew.
Let's go. This is a heavy record, man. Here we go. Come on. We could make or break with however this riff comes in. Come on. Bro, this riff is ridiculous. This is the best riff on the record so far. It's heavy, man. Primitive.
Everything was there for the taking. Too busy with the lying and the flaking.
Better, better.
Drugged up, fell out too many second chances. Nothing else to do under the circumstances. Why don't you take some responsibility? You're pointing fingers and blaming everybody. Shouldn't have think if I lived like you. They would be singing too if they only knew. Why don't you take some responsibility? You're pointing fingers and blaming everybody. Shouldn't have think if I lived like you. They would be singing too if they only knew.
Yeah, that was my favourite so far. That was my favourite so far. Just that. That was a heavy riff. It was a simple riff, but it did the trick. Half of it was down to the guitar tone. There's so much fluffy distortion. And I love fluffy distortion, man. Opposed to like grey, gritty, tight, dry distortion. I love fluffy, just overboard stuff. And that was really good. We've got I Am Abomination coming up next, which might be the shortest track on the record. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. Track 5 of 10 on Shovel-Headed Kill Machine by Exodus is I Am Abomination. Let's jump straight in. Shortest track on the record. Probably one of the heaviest records I've heard in a while, just as far as the sound is concerned. The riffing and the guitar tone is crazy on this record. Very modern sound, very high produced sound. Let's go. That kick! Come on! One, two, three, four. Disregarding the kick that's just kicked in, I love just the casual, sensual, punk adjacent rock drumming in relation to that heavy riffage, man. Let's go. Paul Bostaff. Better, 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 ba ba ba, better, 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 ba ba ba, better, better, better. One, two, three, four.
Devastation, you are me, I am abomination.
Not a bad tune, catchy riff, good lyrical content. One of the only like tracks I really, not out of intention, but you know what I mean. The lyrical content was brought to the forefront of that one. Yeah, bit of a pop song as far as structure is concerned. We're in and out. 3 minutes 25. Can't hate. We've got Altered Boy coming up next. All right, I'm gonna see you there. Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Altered Boy. Track 6 of 10. We're listening to Shovel-Headed Kill Machine, which is a bold title, but as far as the album artwork is concerned, it is pretty badass. Let's go. Devoted to Lans, who recommended this on the Patreon. Let's go. Northern Ace says it should be illegal to make a riff so powerful. Let's go. Oh no. Oh no, he's talking about nonsense. Well, I knew he would talk about nonsense from the get-go, but I didn't think the word pedophile would be in the first line. I'm trying to jam out. Ugh. I'll tell you what, someone's saying the lyrics were on some Infant Annihilator shit. But I'll tell you what, as much as I'm not too fussed on metal bands talking about, I say this time and time again, I'm not even too fussed about it, generally speaking. I don't like metal bands who strictly just talk on Christianity like there aren't other religions to speak on, you know. I think we should encompass them all, because otherwise it just seems like a bit of bullying behaviour. But I don't know whether it's cool or sad to hear the older heads take this route in the music, because the other guy related it to Infinite Annihilator, but the people in Infinite Annihilator surely are a lot younger than the people in Exodus. And, you know, as we see time and time again, especially with these metal heads, these metal musicians, as they get older, they start to accommodate the idea of there being something more afterlife, you know, perhaps out of fear of their own mortality, which is looming ever so soon over their heads. So it's a bit, I don't know whether to think it's cool that, you know, people, these metalheads are a bit older, bit of the older circuit, and when I say older circuit, most definitely, come on, in relation to these are the leading wave of like extreme bands per se, Exodus and so forth. I don't know whether it's cool because they're like actually being bold enough in their older age to say, I still stand by this stuff, or whether it's sort of like they should be speaking on. Well, let's be fair. Let's be fair. As far I was going to say something daft, because I completely agree. If you're talking about paedophiles, you know what I mean. Manipulating their positions to have access to children and stuff, they need wiping out, to be honest with you. So it is a good thing to talk about. These religious songs and religious elements in music always open great room for discussion. I think it's always, well, no doubt, it's always going to be a timeless means of marketing yourself as an artist, because it is so divisive and political. You just have to know you're going to take some shit in order to, you know, really garner the momentum that it will give you. Let's go. Someone says, why was Biden in a Catholic church when Trump being shot out loud? My statement is irrelevant to that question. But one thing I do have to sort of put forward, which I thought was fascinating, in relation to the presidential candidate assassination attempt, is if you believe it was a real attempt on his life, right? How surreal to say it would have been televised live. A bullet penetrating the guy's skull. Live. How? Don't get me wrong. Imagine how many people are going to come across that footage, whether they want to or not. That would be a globally... Whether you say, oh, I'm used to it, oh, it won't be, oh, blah, blah, blah. We're all still human, regardless. It would be a worldly traumatizing event, and isn't that insane? Because it didn't happen, or because it was, what do you call it? Not a false flag, but like manufactured. Because who knows? Maybe it was manufactured. I don't know. It's politics, isn't it? We don't question the alternate reality because it was shocking enough as it was. But if there was a literal bullet that penetrated and it was on these cameras and it was televised, wow, how insane that would be, right? That footage would be circulated across the world and back within seconds, man. Maybe that's what they wanted to do. And just so you know, right, this is quite... It might not be funny to some, but whilst we're on the topic, as far as like American politics is concerned, I think they're both and forever will be, just due to the nature of the game. It'll always be two cards being played by the same hand. I don't think any of this left and right or red and blue or any of this... two-party political system. I don't think you will ever win. I don't think as a consumer to the government you will ever win. Why would you? But with that being said, I do think Donald Trump, just in the humour and the entertainment he provides, I think he's quite punk rock, in all honesty. He entertains me. But of course he's a bullshit artist, just like the rest of them, innit? Come on. That wasn't me advocating for any political party, by the way, come on. Over here we got fucking Keir Starmer, spineless scum. Ba-da-da. Let's go. Ba-da-da. 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 I'd like to hear some harmonies on them ba-da-da-da bits. Ba ba da. Da da da. Incredible guitar tone on this record, man. Hear the smashing on them cymbals. Guess that was them harmonies I was looking for earlier on in the song, do you remember? They knew what would sound good, man. Ooh. Wow, that trade-off rhythm there. That panning. Can hear the pressure applied to that open note. Bomb, 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 well, bomb, bomb. It was an alright tune. Let me get it straight, right? I don't think we're gonna have a bad song on this record. The riffing is splendid. The riffing is spectacular, darling. I'm appreciating it a lot. We've got Going, Going, Gone coming up next, alright? Let's keep going. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance. Going, Going, Gone. Yo, I popped to the shops. I'll be sipping through the rest of the record, and you know what? We're going to listen to another record after here. I might have work tomorrow, but come on, people. Come on. Let's not get it twisted. It's King of the Pit TV here. King of the Posers TV signing in. Going, Going, Gone. This listen through goes out to my good friend Lance, who recommended this on the Patreon. We're going to start off with a little fruity number. Yo, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to go into depth, but I didn't pay for these. Get back, Shadrach. Track 7 to 10. Let's go. Pre-mixed vodka drink. It matches me. You see that? Let's go. Ba-da-ba. Come on. Ba-da-ba-da. Punk. Solo. No? Super tight. Some woman about wankery there. Yo, my guitar will be so out of tune after that. Probably snap 2 strings after that, me. One, two, three, four. Insane. Insane. Absolute madness. Do you know what's crazy, right? Do you know what's absolutely mind-blowing? That was a great tune, wasn't it? That was a great tune. Some great riffs, great solos, great vocal line. Powerhouse of a tune. Do you know what's crazy? I think that was the weakest track on the record. I still think that was the weakest track on the record. Even though it was so good, there was no riff in particular that really kicked my ass, you know. That was great, but it was great. We got track 8 coming up next. There's Rocksteady, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine is the record. This track is 8 of 10, entitled Now Thy Death Day Come. Shall we jump in? Yes, now bless now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. We're listening to Exodus, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. This is track number 8 of 10, entitled Now Thy Death Day Come. Let's just jump straight in, people. Come on. Let's go. Cole Younger says, sounds like some old Sabbath. That's insane. Surely not. Sipping on a brew dog, Punk IPA. Better. This is why the guy was on about Sabbath in the comments. Don't get me wrong, it's not Sabbath, but it's doomier, isn't it? A little bit bluesy over him. Up. Better. There's borderline death metal at some parts when that high vocal came in there, and these like growls. This vocal. Yeah, that was the worst track on the record. Sorry to break it to you. Going, Gone, the track that came before, was the weakest up until that point, but it wasn't the weakest as far as it like actually being filler. It was actually a really good tune, and it went to show how high the ceiling was. But that tune, Now Thy Death Day Come, that was just, it just wasn't a very good track in my opinion. It wasn't a very good track. Let's keep on going. We've got track 9 coming up. Yes, now bless now people, don't forget to rest now. We're coming to the end, more or less. We've got 2 tunes left of Shovel-Headed Kill Machine by Exodus. This one is track number 9. It goes out to my good friend Lance, who recommended this via the Patreon. 44 Magnum Opus, 6 minutes 56, so it's a pretty decent length tune. Let's jump in. Straight to it. Bow. Here we go. Bada. This band does not go slow at all throughout this entire record. I'm hoping we surprise us with a breakdown. It's got to be track number 9 where they hit the breakdown. It can't be the last song. It's not the right spot. Track 9's where they've hit it. Brazil Nuts 1 says the guitars are too slow and lack energy, lol. Psst. I don't know about that, mate. I don't know about that. This is going to kick into a riff. This is going to kick into a riff. There's no way about it. There's a reoccurring theme on this record where the cadence, the last little bit of the track, will just be like, they'll elongate it for a bit, drag it out a bit, and then da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? They'll throw in like a bar or two of like an element of the riff, they kick it off, cut it out. That was an alright tune. It was an alright tune. It was a thrasher. It was a consistent track. I mean, what more do you want? Can go into a little more depth perhaps on the final review after the listen through, but I think with such consistency, such Thrashaholics Anonymous, it just 8 tracks like these. The Big Four got it right with the 8 tracks. Metallica got it right throwing 8 tracks on. Slayer 8 tracks. All these bands that were just doing 8-track records, they got it right. 10 tracks is heavy when it comes to consistency, when it comes to thrash, because there's just so many just consistent riffs and headbangs, man. Let's finish off. We've got the title track. There's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. The title track on the record, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine, shortest track on the record. I'm happy to finish this one off. This one goes out to Lance, who recommended it on the Patreon. Let's finish off. Let's go. Let's go. Hardcore. I said on the last track, there's got to be a breakdown. If this, oh fuck! If this is it, I'm gassed. I was sort of in a hypnotic state there. Just let's go. Oh my god, this is ignorant. This is so ignorant. Yo, if you want to know why I was just staring at my phone, I just sent that to my mate. I said, WTF, the ignorant hate mosh riff. What? We will be looking at the comments. Bro, let's go back to that moment. What the heck? That is ridiculous. Let's look at the comments. That is ridiculous. You know what? Nah, not many people really referencing the riff, believe it or not, but that's insane. Yo, as someone who's into hardcore and into hardcore dancing, that sort of moshing, bro, at an event, that would blow the roof off. That's hard. That's such a good finisher to the record. I thought the breakdown would be in track 9. I didn't know there was going to be a breakdown, but I thought if there's going to be a breakdown, which there needs to be one, I hope there is one, it's got to be track 9. Bro, yeah, that was hard. That was a mosh. I'm going to do one last video. I'll give you my final overview. I'll see you there. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's Rocksteady, KOTP TV, signing in. Pretty tired. Work tomorrow. I'm not excited for it. The weekend is here and I'm not spending it like I should be. But with that being said, I did listen to some good music. My apologies, a bit gassy. I had a couple of IPAs. I'm feeling buzzed. Bit morbid. I gotta get up early tomorrow, people. Come on. But with that being said, once again, we listen to Exodus. Yeah? It was recommended on the Patreon by my good friend Lance, who puts me on some great metal records. Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. I have no idea when this was put out. Maybe 2005, near about that time. Great record. So I'm just going to jump in by telling you that. Great record. I thought the sound was awesome. It was different, you know. A lot of these thrash metal acts, it's just thrash, you know. But with this record, the riffs were unique, not in a sense that they were outside of conventional norm, and I felt they were a bit odd. But they had a bit of character to them. I don't know how the guitarist came up with this style of riffing, and it wasn't like it's so odd and different that it was like some jazz guitarist playing them. They were just thrash metal riffs played in a different fashion, and I really appreciated that. Of course, we got a lot of different ideas that were like just thrash riffs, but when they came into the mix, it only accentuated the fantastic guitar tone and the heaviness of the sound production on this record. This can't be an E standard record. These guitars have to be tuned to at least D standard, I would say. At least D standard. C sharp standard at a stretch? That would blow my head if that was the case, but it's a very heavy record. The distortion on the guitars are fluffy and soft and really the way I like it, as opposed to like the more dry, traditional 80s style of, you know, grittiness. I think great metal musicians and great thrash bands sound better with a higher polished production, you know. I want to hear my hardcore bands with crap production. I don't want to hear my metal bands with crap production. With that being said, you can take it too far in the wrong direction with these legacy bands that have been going for yonks, and they get into the 2000s and the technology of the production is like 100,000 fold, and you can have problems there. But this was a really good sounding record. It was heavy, consistent. 10 tracks on the record. 10 tracks was too many. I'd take it to 8 personally. The second half of the record was not as good as the first, although there was an epic, ignorant, primitive caveman breakdown in the last track, which was the title track, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine, which really made it all make sense. Leveled out that last half. The last half wasn't bad, but the first, it was such a consistent record, respectfully, that you don't want to hear 10 tracks of the same consistency. Just call it 8, man. I think 8 is the magic number when it comes to these metal bands, honestly. I think any record so far, I've been most pleased with 8 tracks on a record. I think, and I've lifted that myself personally. I think 8 tracks is the right way to do it. Guitar work was great. Drumming was great. This wasn't produced by a drummer because the drums were actually quite lacking in audacity on the record in comparison to the guitars. This was a guitarist's record. This was a riff-heavy record. We're staying, the higher end of mid-tempo throughout the entirety of it, more or less. I mean, we'll kick into fast bits, but we won't really delve into that slow bit until the last song, and all the way through we're just going to be chugging along, and it's good. It's good. If you like them riffs, which I do, I love mid-tempo riffs, then this was a great record. Vocally, it's not my cup of tea as far as the vocalist is concerned, but I wasn't turned off. Took me one track to get used to the vocalist, and then I'm laughing. But nothing to be remembered. I only just listened to this record, and I can't tell you how his vocal performance was. Like, I can't reenact it, because it just didn't make a difference to me. This was a guitarist record. As far as a bass line is concerned, we had a few decent bass line bits, but once the instrumental was in, we couldn't hear the bass line. The bass line wasn't important other than playing the bass frequency. With that being said, I'll rate this record a 7 out of 10. I'll give it a healthy 7 out of 10 because it was a good record. Is it a standout record? Depends what you're into. But it's definitely better. You know what? I would say this might be blasphemous to some of you. I don't know too much early Exodus stuff. I know a couple of their like hit records, but I would argue that to me, this sound would sort of surpass the 80s Exodus for me, because I just like the modern riffing, man. I like the modern riffing. I don't want to hear no budget production, no gritty, awkward production on just another thrash band. And I know it's not just another thrash band, but you know where I'm coming from. When you hear so many thrash acts, you need to stray out, man. And with that being said, I'm signing out. Peace.